Game started.
All right, Sudert from India, right? India, yeah. Okay, let's try knight f6 here. Bishop f4. What is this? I guess this is the London system. Let's try fianchetto. Yeah, that's London. Can I go, well, let's do this. If I play c5 here, what's the answer? Pushing is not there. Taking, I have the check with the queen at least to gather it up. Okay, well, let's go ahead and trade the c pawn for the d pawn. So now I could play d5, and I've got one extra pawn in the center. Let's see, d5, knight to knight to c6, and queen to b3 would hit the, yeah, it's well defended. Bishop, maybe developing the bishop somewhere. Pawn to b3, followed by bishop to, actually take a couple moves. Pawn to b3, b6. b6, a5, bishop a6, and trade off that light squared bishop, which is my bad piece in this setup. Okay, attacking my knight, which is undefended and not so easy to defend. But let's see, if I take, he gets a pawn here on e4, which is kind of annoying. Let's try defending the knight for a moment. That left this pawn a bit loose. It's still defended by the knight. Maybe this is okay. No, that's not so good. Okay, so I have to, well, I wanted to get rid of this bishop in a way, but now he gets to take it with a knight and grab the bishop pair. So my threatening knight takes, yes, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. And that's, no, that's three pieces, so I'm not threatening that. Knight takes, pawn takes, I have to move this knight right away. Knight here, maybe. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight to knight d4, and his bishop is hanging. And if he plays f3, I take the bishop. If he trades bishops, well, I'll still have to figure out where the knight goes to after that. It has a home on from e4. It could go to c5. So I guess that is playable. Knight takes, pawn takes, or bishop takes, and then knight here. Knight to e4. Okay, what else is white thinking about? If white does nothing, I can. Well, that was it. The knight takes is probably a good answer to doing nothing. Let's see, is there still a connection here? Oh, it looks like I'm still connected to the server. Sudirt. Okay, there's a move. Knight takes. Okay, so I have to take with the bishop. I have to take with the queen, sorry. I have to take with the queen to keep defending my knight. That was forced. Okay, so I want to unpin. Maybe the best way to do it is this way. Just kick some of these guys. Kick the bishop away. The bishop can either exchange or retreat. If it goes to a4, I will push b5. So I will unpin one way or another. Okay, so now I can go ahead with the minority attack here, which is why this structure is supposedly good for black. Where is that knight going? Okay, so I have a loose pawn here. But if bishop takes defends that pawn. So let's go ahead with go ahead with my plan here. Okay, so a5 and b4 takes. I take, he takes, and he's got these ugly doubled pawns. But do I have any immediate attack? I'm gonna go ahead and play a5 anyway to set up the threat to b4, and maybe maneuver my knight a bit. Might need to play. I need to play e6 here, so I don't lose material. For example, knight to knight d7, bishop takes, king takes, and then rook takes e7. So I'm going to play here, and then play knight to d7. Although I guess I could have played knight to e4 is interesting. Knight e4. Totally missed that. Okay, where does the knight go? He's got squares here, here, and then back where he came from. And there's no other loose pieces in the position, and I need to move my queen. I guess queen here is all right, because the knight's not going to that square. And just back where he came from. Well, so much for my supposed advantage here. So knight e4, need to develop something. Okay, the knight is hitting f2. This pawn is blocking f2. So maybe I should try something like e5. Pawn takes, queen takes there, check. It's pretty good. Possibility of a sack on c3 too, I suppose. Yeah, so he goes there. I don't want to trade off that knight, my last good piece. Not my last good piece, but one of my assets here. Knight to c4 would leave him with a backwards b pawn. Maybe that would be something to play against if he traded. And if he pushed, let's see, maybe I should set it up first. Rook to Rook a8, knight to b, Rook a8, and knight c. And knight to c4, knight takes, and if pawn pushes, then I have knight takes on a3, and if knight takes, then pawn takes, and
check.
I have this, as I mentioned, backwards pawn. Okay, well, that's pretty direct. Let's go ahead and play here now. That will do something. Well, it defends the, no, it doesn't defend the e pawn. I was going to say I might need to play f6, but then queen takes here is ugly. So now the b pawn is hanging, actually. And he defends that way. So let's go back here and play f6. Need to keep the lines closed, obviously. So as best I can, he can open up a line now. Can't stop that, huh? But it's the F file at least. Okay, so now he's got pressure on my backwards pawn. Let's see, so with two defenders and two attackers, yeah, that's a problem. So I need to, let's bring the king over to defend the pawn. But there is a problem with rook. Is there a problem with rook to f2 or f1? Yeah, probably there is. Probably that is a problem. So defend the rook, because if the queen takes, I can take with the rook. Okay, the queen retreats. Need to bring my queen around a bit. I was thinking queen to d7 there, because I can't get on these dark squares with this queen covering this diagonal, so I have to kind of hop around a bit. I wonder, even queen f7, is this an idea? Then I'm threatening check, takes, check. Okay, so now he's got 3 attackers on it, but once again he's leading with the queen. Queen takes, rook takes. Rook takes, and I've just got a queen and a rook for... yeah, so I was thinking something like this. Rook here, check, rook takes, queen takes, check. King there. Yeah, it defends. So, what can I play? He can gradually arrange his pieces so that the... let's see, I could play rook to here. And if rook takes, queen takes. And if he takes there, I can take here. And I am threatening maybe to bring my queen to this square.
Check.
He has a check there. That's interesting. Okay, now I can take and take. That's probably not so good. I can play rook here. That's what I can do.
Check.
Okay, now I could get the queens off. The question is this a good decision for me? Queen here, check, check, king goes there. And my rook over here behind this pawn. He defends. And I go to attack this pawn. And can't stop me from taking it. So I think
check.
This is an endgame that might have some advantages to me.
Check.
In fact, if I go immediately to c8, he can push, I take. He can't defend this pawn at all. c8 is indefensible, right? Here, push, take, push, here, push. So it's defended, but my rook is out of the way, and I can start moving this pawn. Or here first, rook over, then here, push. And his rook is in front of the pawn, so that's probably the more precise way to do it. Oh, he's going after my pawn. Okay.
Check.
Yeah, I can't stop that.
Check.
He can go for a draw here.
Check.
I'll take a draw.
Check. Draw offered. Check. Draw game offered. Drawn.
Okay, good game. I just made a mistake and lost a pawn, managed to get it back there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll do a post-mortem as usual, and see you guys later. Oh, I wanted to add, I'm going to be away from my computer for a few days, so this will be the last upload for a little bit. See you guys later. Bye.